Hello.
Hi.
And welcome to episode 10 of We Go Off.
You got it this week.
I did it. I did.
Good job.
Well,
Ethan.
I'm your host, Ethan.
I'm Pam.
And it's so good that you guys are joining us on this 10th episode. Can you believe it? We have a little double digit episodes. We're in double digits now.
We're in the double digits. I was telling Ethan before this, I was shocked we made it 10 weeks, but we made it 10, we can do another 10, right? So we're keeping with this train. But welcome. Thanks for joining us. What did you do this weekend, Ethan? It's been a second.
Yes, I know. So this weekend was actually super cool. So I had known about a family wedding that was going to be going on down in Alamogordo, New Mexico. So I had been super excited and prepared for this. Mm-hmm. And so I went down there this weekend. And so my grandpa had 13 brothers and sisters, right?
13?
13.
I'm sorry. He tells me this every now and then, and every time I'm just shocked. I'm like, 13?
Yeah. So
should have had a reality show made up.
Dude, really? Yeah. Tourists and counting, I don't know. But, so yeah, I come from a really big family. I didn't know any of them existed. I actually found out about this family because one of my cousins invited me to her graduation party.
Oh, yeah.
And she was just very casual about it. She's like, you should totally come to my graduation party. Right. She's like, you're going to meet some family that you've never met before. So I was like, okay, cool. I'll probably meet a couple of cousins I had never met before.
And side note, his cousin is so cool. I met her. She's such a vibe.
I love her, right?
She's so fun.
Oh my god, yeah. So she's just so sweet, and she kind of has brought the family together. But I go to her graduation party, and when I show up there, I open up the door, and there's 50 people who are just like me. They all look like me. They're all acting like me. They say if you're a Taurus that you're one of three things.
You're a Taurus.
They say you're either an alcoholic, a womanizer, or an artist. Or a mix of the three. So, no, not any of that stuff was happening there, but it was just I met these people and they were all my energy, they were my vibe. I was just this is my tribe, this is my clan. It's just I felt that. So, cut to this weekend, we all get together and there's so much family everywhere. So, we went to this lodge, right? And originally it was just gonna be 16 of us. And by the end of it, 24 people had showed up to this lodge. So we were just a party everywhere we went, right? So this whole weekend was just full of laughter, love, and just the family hadn't been together because they live all over around the United States. They hadn't been together in years. And so this was the first time that everyone had come together in a long time. So it was just a beautiful weekend. So I'm just still riding that high, honestly. It's just been beautiful, and I've gotten connected with so many of my cousins, and it's just I want to just keep this energy and this vibe rolling. So
that's so beautiful. I will say Ethan and I are both blessed to have a pretty connected family, and I love those family reunions. I think it's very much a powerful thing to see where you come from, and so I think that's super cool. And I'm excited you had such a great time. That makes me happy.
Well, I want to hear what you did this weekend.
You want to hear what I did?
Yeah, let's hear about it.
I'm just kidding. No,
I'm just kidding.
I had a very much relaxed weekend. I felt the past few weekends I've been go, go, go. So it was nice to have a weekend where I could just relax, stay in. There was some, fall cleaning we had to do, my husband and I, in our apartment. So we cleaned through that.
That's good. I need to do that. Jesus Christ.
The biggest thing that's always a struggle for me, at least, is cleaning out or donating the clothes that you don't wear anymore.
Yeah.
Because there's outfits I'm oh, that was so cute, but I haven't worn it in 7 months.
Oh my god.
So it's I guess it's time to give it a new home, but it's very...
Have you ever watched the Marie Kondo series on Netflix, by the way?
I've heard about it. I haven't watched it, but isn't it like it, love it, or something like that?
Well, yeah, you hold like the item in your hands, right? And you hold it and you're like, does this bring me joy?
Yes, does it bring you joy, yeah.
If it does bring you joy, then you keep it. And if not, then you thank it for its service and you send it on its way.
Wow.
Yeah. So
I did not do that. I like
she said, "Bye, bitch."
I was like, this shirt, not me. And I would just throw it in a pile. I'm like, these pants don't fit. And then I throw it away.
Dang!
So,
I'm surprised you have anything because everything always looks so cute.
Oh, he's too kind. I mean, there are definitely a few items of clothing that I have had for like years and I've consistently worn them. But I mean, as a lot of us I feel like we've known, as you grow older, you get into adulthood, you kind of fill out in certain areas that, you know, in high school. Don't tell what I did.
No, nothing happened. Nothing happened.
But in high school, you know, I had shirts and like pants I loved wearing, but you know, I've grown out of them. I have to look at different types and things that I like wearing. So that's always the sad part, is when there's things that I love that I no longer can fit. It's like, that's a bummer. But it's always nice to...
Your style evolves. You evolve as a person. You can't expect you're always going to keep the same stuff.
Exactly.
You know?
That's what we were talking about in that fashion episode. So it's very much like just the evolvement of my fashion. But it's always sad when you have a favored article of clothing that you're like, I have to part with you.
Yeah.
This is the end.
My heart will go on. You know?
Basically, with this shirt.
I'm just kidding.
There you are. Sorry, guys. We're a little toasty right now.
We're feeling good. I'm definitely feeling the vibe. You know?
It's a fun time.
Yeah.
But other than that, the only other thing I did this weekend was I went to brunch with my in-laws. So that was really nice. It's always fun to catch up with them. But that was all I did.
That's good you have good in-laws, you know, because I have like some friends who don't.
Have horror stories.
They have horror stories.
Oh,
and
goodness.
I mean, they're so sweet. I've met them and they're just precious. So I'm glad that you had a good brunch with them. Yeah.
Yeah, it's always fun. I'm very much a talker, so I think that might be why they enjoy me, because I'm just like, and I just keep going. But it's always fun stuff. I'm not one to be like, me, and like not
exactly.
I think that's a big part, but
yeah, I think when somebody talks about themselves, that's when I check out, you know?
Like, okay, you've been talking for 30 minutes. I think we're good. Next topic, right?
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, so this week we just wanted to get together, and of course we have some housekeeping before we get into the episode itself. Right. So our Instagram handle is We Go Off Podcast. You can find us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Anchor Podcasts, Google Podcasts, the RSS feed, and obviously all those beautiful options depending on where you listen. Last week when we were talking about everything, we were doing the zombie apocalypse Pam survival story.
Yes.
And let me tell you, I will say I did not know there was going to be that much reading. So buzzed Ethan over here reading. That was a fucking experience, let me tell you.
I mean, bless Ethan's heart. I had like briefly glimpsed at the book beforehand. Not like going deep, I just like glossed through the pages. And like most of them seemed pretty like, you know, 2 paragraphs, very little. But the paragraphs are like the choices I chose. Unfortunately, it was like 3 pages of reading before you got to a choice.
And I know you guys can't see this because this is an audio podcast, but there was like moments when I like would look down at the book and my eyes would just get big.
I mean, and then you'd hear him take a deep breath, you'd be like, oh. I was like, oh no.
But I really enjoyed that. Like, honestly, I wanted to see if you were going to survive. You said that you hadn't gotten a chance to get back to it, though, yet, right?
I have not. I will have to post an update. I didn't go through my choices. I didn't keep going on that. I've been kind of busy this week with work, but I'll definitely have to let you all know if I survive to the end or if I end up dying. And I'll tell you what killed me if I do die. So, you know, that's intriguing. But luckily this week, I'm pretty excited. A little bit later on, we'll get to hear Ethan's survival story in a haunted house. That's the one he chose. You know, and I think it'll be spectacular.
I think I'm going to do it. I really do, right?
I think you have that, you know, knowledge, the ability to reason with yourself. Yeah, you might want to run, but maybe it's better to fight, you know?
Ooh, I don't know. I'm a fighter for sure.
That's for sure.
Yeah. So as we were saying a little bit earlier, we're definitely buzzed.
Yes.
And there's kind of a reason for that because we are drinking Buzz
Oh
Balls.
my
Oh my
gosh.
gosh.
This is the first time I've had these Buzz Balls. Ethan called me previous to this episode, was like, have you tried them? And I was like, no, what are they? Like, I've seen them everywhere.
Yeah, no, literally her exact words were, is this a shot or is this a drink? And I said, it's both.
Like, how do you handle that?
Yeah.
But I'm all for it. Me and Ethan are both down bitches, so
Yeah,
we're like,
we are.
Let's do it.
So we've already had like this one that tastes like chocolate milk, and we
That's
have
pretty
another
good.
one in front of us that's a pina colada chiller.
Definitely not as good as the chocolate milk, I will say.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I probably should have started this out on the pina colada one and then moved into the chocolate milk one.
Maybe, but depending, if we get more drunk, I feel like it'll be easier to drink. You know,
That's
you're like,
true. That's
"It
true.
tastes
Yeah, this tastes
fantastic."
amazing. But we
Right.
also are simultaneously drinking. Did you know that Simply? We're drinking Simply Spiked Lemonade. Did you
Yes.
know? So like they make lemonade, right? I didn't
Yeah.
know that they make alcoholic beverages now.
I
I think
must
everybody's getting into this game though, whether it's a seltzer or something. Everyone is doing it. So I'm not necessarily surprised, but it was just funny. As soon as I saw it at the store, I was like, I'm bringing her home.
We're trying this. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, I definitely agree with you. I think a lot of these drinks or the makers of these drinks have realized people use these as mixers, so why not
Yeah.
just include our own alcohol in our mixer? Boom.
Dude,
so
just-
when one and done, you know, like you're already
Just
finished
cannibalize like the entire like franchise, you know? You
I mean,
knock
honestly,
out the middleman.
I don't think alcohol will ever be cannibalized by like one certain
Oh no.
company,
No.
but it definitely gives you more options. And I've always liked Simply Lemonade. I think that's one of my favorite lemonades. So
Yeah.
like seeing the spiked version of it, I was like, you got me sold.
Yes, I
Down.
know.
So good choice, Ethan. He picked these ones out. Too,
Yeah.
so very good. But let's go ahead and move on to the song of the week.
Dude,
what
yeah.
did you pick, Ethan?
Well, I've been jamming a lot. You know, like it's a 3-hour drive from Albuquerque down to Alamogordo, so like I had
Yeah.
a lot of time.
Right.
Listen to some podcasts, but I definitely like jammed to some music.
Good.
And so I revisited a song that I haven't listened to in a little while. And well, actually, that's kind of a lie. I mean, this song is always like my go-to party song. So,
Okay.
but I feel like I just want to bring it to light for those folks that don't know about it. So it's
Right.
called Doses and Mimosas by Cherub.
Okay.
And so this is like definitely like a party song. Like, I think it was released back in like 2011, and
Oh,
so
okay.
it does have like it's a little long in the tooth, if you might say. But I love this song. It's like just definitely like my hype song. Like it like has like a slow progression into it, and then the chorus is just iconic. And I don't know, it's just like a song that everybody can sing to. So if you haven't
Yes.
checked it out, definitely go check out Cherub's Doses and Mimosas because it's a bomb ass song.
It's a good song. Gotta add it.
And what about you, dear
Oh.
Pamela?
My song. So I guess you and I both kind of were going back to our older songs this week, but I remember, well, this song in particular, the one I chose, really reminds me of high school. Just because it very, like, you know, you have these emotions, these like very sentimental feelings involved with that.
Yes.
And so the song that I chose was A Sky Full of Stars by Coldplay.
That's so good.
I mean, I think everyone has probably heard it, whether it's like in the store or on their radio that like shuffles through everything. But I definitely think for me, why I really like the song, as you may have seen through like some of my choices, I'm very much like a vibey song type person. And this song is incredibly vibey in the point where like there's techno, but then there's also really good vocals as well. So
Yes. And I mean, as soon as you said that, like when you said high school, like it literally transported me to riding in the car.
yes.
Like just like with my friends, and like when the song was released, it was huge.
It
like I
was
loved it, but
huge, yeah.
I felt like it was also very niche. Like not everybody like jammed to it, but it's such a calming song, and I think I'm gonna have to revisit, especially that album Magic by Coldplay.
Oh, so good.
Oh, it's so good. Yeah.
But yeah, definitely the song I chose, love it, and I definitely recommend if you're wanting something more, I guess I wouldn't say calm per se, but more casual. I think
Yeah.
this is a great song for that. And so
Totally.
yeah. Well, I guess it's at that point of the episode, Ethan.
Oh my
We're about
god.
to see how you do in the haunted house.
I'm a scaredy cat.
Are you?
I'm a little nervous.
So if you
I'm
go
like,
to like actual like haunted houses, like what type of personality are you? Are you a runner, or are you just a embrace it and deal with it?
well, it's funny because I feel like I have a different reaction every time. So like
Okay.
I like at work, I have some friends that will scare me, and they'll do it kind of religiously, because every time they scare me, I have a different reaction. You never know what you're going to get. You might get like a motherfucker out of me, or you might get me like swinging. Like, it's just like, it's a roll of the dice, so you just don't know what you're going to get. So
that is intriguing. I'm very much a screamer, so good thing you're doing this one and not me, because I'll be like, nope, running out of the house.
Yeah.
I'm leaving. Why am I here? So
I mean, I've stayed in a lot of things for way too long, so I'm pretty sure I'm going to stay in this house.
Oh my god. Let's see if we
Oh my god.
But let's see if you survive, Ethan. I'd be curious to see. So, once again, this is a clicker book, and it's called Haunted. It's by James, I would say, Schnepp.
Schnepp, I think that's what we decided last episode. So
James Schnepp, he makes these really cool choice books. So very much like how in certain video games you're able to choose your storyline. That's kind of what these books are. You choose your storyline. So you kind of, if you had listened to the zombie episode, it was another book by James Schnepp, and I did all right. So we'll have to see.
You killed it, honestly.
I got lucky.
And like we said, like you can get this on Amazon or pretty much anywhere that books are available.
Right.
This author is really good. I really like his writing style, so you guys should definitely check him out.
Yes, definitely check him out. I think what's funny is he definitely includes like modern day.
Yeah, there's pop culture references. Yes. I really appreciated that.
That was really cool.
So, with all that being said, let's get into this haunted house.
Yes, indeed. So, Haunted by James Schnepp. All right. Sorry, I need to clear my voice. Anyway, you're browsing online job listings when the knock sounds upon your front door. It takes a moment to register the sound. So long have you been there without guests. Now you rise without delay and walk to see who's there. But when you answer, you see only an express mail envelope left on your welcome mat. Marked, same day delivery guaranteed. The delivery person is nowhere in sight. Bending down, you take out the envelope, then return inside and close the door. The quick tab cuts across the cardboard mailer as you pull it on it. Oh, goodness, you're right. This is difficult.
You got this. You got this. I have faith.
All right. So you pull on the envelope. There's another smaller envelope inside, which reads, Official Selection Notification. Now your pulse quickens at the prospect of gainful employment as you wonder what career opportunity this might be related to. Over a year has passed since you were deemed non-essential and told to stay home. Several months have elapsed since your remote work position was made redundant and you were let go.
Jesus, so this is like post-COVID. Okay, okay.
Yes, it is. This could be the first promising lead on the job hunt in weeks. With tremulous hands, you open the second envelope. Strangely, the seal on the rear has already been broken. Inside, you find a simple card.
So it's not a virgin. Got you. Okay.
Straight up open.
It's open. They opened it.
The stationery is nice enough, like a wedding invitation, although without the usual accompanying flourishes. The card reads, Congratulations! We are pleased to inform you that we would like you to join us on this season of The Offering.
Ooh.
The card bearer is hereby granted entry to Tansky House. Startups use strange terms for employees these days, but even so, this seems a bizarre invitation. Season? Granted entry? Tansky House? And what exactly is The Offering? You rack your brain, but can't remember applying to a company within that name. You've sent in countless job applications and filled out myriad online questionnaires, so it's not surprising you can't recall the details. The bottom line of the card contains a tiny row of fine print. This reads, Terms and conditions apply. To qualify for the $1 million grand prize, you must stay all 3 nights. No cell phones, portable electronics, or other recording devices are allowed. If you leave the premises or otherwise attempt contact with the outside world, you will be disqualified and forfeit all rights to the prize winnings.
I'm going to get my money, honey.
You better stay there.
Oh, I will. I'll do this.
Oh, so it's a scam, you think? Some kind of bulk junk mail contest offering untold riches. But if that were true, why send it same-day delivery? Hoping to learn more, you look inside the cardboard mailer. There's a sticky note at the bottom that may have fallen off the envelope. The handwritten note reads, Hey, still between jobs? A bit random, but 3 nights in a haunted house for $1 million?
That's
Kind of a
pretty good.
cool idea for a reality TV show. Starts tonight at sunset.
Ooh.
That's it. That's all it says. Not even a signature. It's conversational, but not exactly personal. A coworker from your last job? Someone you interviewed with for a position you didn't get? Could you have accidentally signed up for something while late night web browsing? Curiosity gets the better of you, and you head back to the internet. Leaving the job listing for an account executive at Human Infinite Technologies for later, you open a tab and search for The Offering TV show. Bingo! The first hit brings you to a website with preview text. What is The Offering? The flash intro on the webpage fades in from black. 3 nights, $1 million, a severely haunted house, no scripted drama. This is reality as you've never seen it before. Learn more? Question mark. When you click the final words on the screen, the webpage fills with text. The offering is just that. If you can stay in the house for 3 consecutive nights, you will receive a $1 million prize. There will be other small tasks to ensure you explore the house and learn its secrets. But only those in possession of an invitation card will be able to find the house. Due to the nature of a hidden camera program, no representative from the offering will be available to greet you at the property. So please, let yourself in and make yourself at home. Should you choose to arrive at the house, you are agreeing not to hold the offering, LLC, responsibility for any grave bodily harm caused by your own actions or nature of exploring the house. It's paramount that you arrive before sunset, and it's not recommended that you look into the tragedies that befell the house. This is an open invitation. Bring an open mind.
I'm not good at the open mind. I think I turn around. No.
Well, that's ominous, but not altogether unsurprising. Arriving before sunset seems like sound advice. The veil between the world we know and the unknowable is thinnest when the night is dark. You look back to the invitation card and reread. The card bearer is hereby granted entry to Tansky House. Tansky House. A quick map search shows a pin on the outskirts of town, a private road leading into the woods. It doesn't have a numbered address, and the road itself is not named, but online maps can still direct you towards the dropped pin. Based on the current time, you need to move quickly if you're going to arrive before sunset.
Fuck.
Could this really be a new kind of TV show? The whole concept seems like insanity, yet here you are, actually considering it.
I mean, I'm pondering.
I mean, $1 million, who wouldn't consider it?
Yeah, exactly. That could get us a little house, in today's economy. Are you kidding me?
Seriously? $1 million for 3 days work. This could change your life. Bills are coming, due, overdue even, and gainful employment is nowhere in sight. You could pay off all the credit cards, buy a new house, and just go on permanent vacation. The possibilities are endless.
Literally?
What? Yeah?
Literally, that's exactly what I was thinking. Everything that last... Okay.
Yeah, if I got you hooked.
Yeah, I'm hooked. Right? I'm hooked.
What will you do? Ready?
Uh-huh.
You have 2 choices. 1, you can go for it. Use your time to focus on packing a suitcase. Extra shirts, different layers. I know you.
God damn.
There could be anything inside this house. Or option 2, figure out what you're getting into first. Despite the recommendation not to, do a quick web search on these supposed hauntings. What are you going to do?
Oh, man.
You going to look into it or just go with it?
Well, here's the thing. I feel like I do research my shit for the most part.
You do?
Right?
Mm-hmm.
But I think also I am like a spontaneous person who kind of does live on a whim. So I feel like I gotta just like investigate, and I gotta probably go with option 1. I gotta just pack my shit.
Pack your suitcase and go for it?
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Oh, God.
That's risky business, but let's do it. Be prepared. Physical talismans can ward off evil, even if those talismans only come in the form of a favorite shirt or a comfortable sweater.
Mm-hmm.
So you focus on these instead of the house. Your words used on the production company website, severely haunted, plague your mind. But you try to keep busy by planning your overnight bag. No point in carrying the baggage of... That's exactly what you're doing. No point in carrying the baggage of preconceived notions with you. Besides, if you're headed into a den of unspeakable horrors, you might need a few changes of underwear, for example.
Dude, I always do that. Any trip I go on, I'm always packing like 4 pairs of underwear, even if it's like a 2-night stay.
For his trip to Alamogordo, he's like, Cab, help me with my clothes. He was going to bring like 5 sets of clothes.
3 pairs of suits for the wedding alone. Yeah. So anyways, let's keep going.
So funny. All right. If it's to be an old house, it might be drafty, so it's worth packing something warm. But if it has poor ventilation, it might be stuffy. And you don't want to be overdressed and sweating the whole time.
Literally.
So you... overpack.
It knows me.
If your greatest fear is being unprepared for a trip, it won't come to fruition today.
Thank God.
In addition, you look through your belongings for anything that might be out of use. Sage to help cleanse the house, a Bible, crucifix and holy water, silver bullets, regular bullets. He specifically said no electronic devices. So any ghost hunting tech you own is out. Not even a flashlight.
Damn it.
On short notice, you'll have to make do with whatever you have on hand. Once you're finished, you post a quick message on social media announcing your departure for a few days, which means you'll probably be accused of vague booking, only to return to a slew of notifications asking if you're okay or need to talk. After 3 nights in a severely haunted house, you might just need that.
Uh-huh.
You've never been on this road before, towards the outskirts of town. It's funny how a whole township, once the main road diverts away, can languish and fade away to a ghost town. Still, if the directions are to be believed, you're headed all the way out here just for a single house. The road, if you can't even call it at one point, feels like something out of a fairy tale. Not the modern glitzy Disney kind, but something out of an ancient tale of warning, the Brothers Grimm.
I knew that's who they were going to reference.
These are thick ancient woods with gnarled limbs reaching up towards each other to form an arch, blotting out the sun prematurely. You turn on your car headlights. Between the passing trees, you catch sight of the house, but stay focused on the road, allowing yourself only fleeting glimpses in the periphery. With each flash, the house grows steadily, and so does your creeping dread. Eventually, the private drive opens up, and you get a full look at the house. It's a stately manor, a gigantic Queen Anne-style house. Again, a fairy tale comes to mind. This time, perhaps the Disney variety would be appropriate. It wouldn't surprise you if the beast lurked within, cursed, immortal, and craven. With so much space in a house this size, whatever was trapped within was bound to go mad. There is one grand entrance, above which are turreted windows, encapsulated with a pointed capped tower. The dwelling is at least 2 stories high, with an open widow's walk wrapping around the rooftop. Parking your car, you get out to catch a better look. A huge oak tree obscures your view now that you're right out front. You walk beneath it and see one of the thicker branches has a bald patch, rubbed raw, perhaps by a rope swing and made smooth by the passage of time. No lights are on in the house. No other vehicles are here, yet you can't help but feel like you're being watched. If it weren't such an absurd thought, you might think the house itself were watching you arrive. The house casts grand shadow at the approach of sunset, and the golden lamp forces the curtains on the window to reveal shapes of sculptures, lamps, or whatever else is inside. It may look abandoned, but it's certainly furnished. You squint. The sun at the horizon coming directly at you. Under this angle, it's hard to catch all the details, and you move to eclipse the setting sun behind the house while going in for a closer look. Cellar doors hint at a subterranean section below the house. There's a pair of signs on the front lawn. First, a bronze plaque on a wooden post, as if this were a museum piece, which could tell you more. On the opposite side in the front walkway, the other reads, "For sale, Coel Reality Group." Well, a reality TV show is certainly a creative way to advertise a home for sale. What now? 2 options, okay?
Oh, God.
You can, 1, knock on the front door and announce yourself. If there's someone inside this house watching you, it's best if you don't surprise whoever or whatever is inside. Or option 2, walk the grounds briefly. Read the bronze plaque and explore the periphery. I think that's right. If you're not allowed to leave the house for the next 3 nights, this might be your only chance to look around.
I think I'm gonna go with option 2
You
because
wanna look around?
I want to look around. I might as well figure it out before I completely commit.
You're over here already looking for an escape path.
Hey, you gotta know all your exit strategies, you know?
You're not wrong. I'm all for it. All right. Gnawing at the edges. Despite being an older house, everything is immaculately maintained. Sure, it could be because the house is for sale, but eerily, it simply feels like the house doesn't age. No cracks in the foundation, no weeds shooting up the periphery, nothing fading, no dust. You walk across the tightly shorn grass, freshly mowed, but with no evidence of clippings. Based on the strong earthy smell, you'd guess someone did the yard work today. The sign is topped with the U.S. Department of Interior seal insignia.
Ooh.
I know, it's fancy.
Okay, fancy.
And the bronze plaque finally gives the house a name, the Tansky House. The Tansky House was built in 1885 by Dan and Jackie Tansky, serving as the first elected county sheriff's office. Both died inside the property in 1887 after the 4 successive sheriffs suffered from heart and blood ailments during their residency in the Tansky House. The county voted to relocate the position of the sheriff's office to Mercury City, where it has remained ever since. This property and the corresponding jail have been placed on the National Register of Historic Places. Jail? You look around. No other structure is within sight. Maybe it's on the rear side, you think, hidden by the overgrown tree line.
Oh, I've been there.
Knowing that sunset is rapidly approaching, you don't linger, opting instead to walk the periphery of the property. Wind rustles through the leaves, branches creaking. There's a soft chime on the breeze, like a church bell off in the distance. The rear has no windows on the ground floor, which gives the house an oddly naked quality, like something has been erased. There are windows on the upper floor, though you can't see through them from down here. At the ground level, the basement window wells have been filled with rocks, rendering them non-functional. At the back of the property, rather than a jail, you find a hedgerow just beyond a fountain. The fountain itself is ancient and dry, with a figure of Justice blindly holding her scales in the center. She looks like she must have recently been scoured because the hints of former plant growth show in the two-tone fading pattern that now defines the sculpture. It's an odd effect, like she's been a bastion of light on the surface, while her own inner darkness reaches out to strangle her. Oof.
Ooh.
Yikes. Something moves in your periphery, and you turn to get a better look. At the rear of the property, near the forest's edge, sits a shed. A cabin in the woods, certainly old, but not 1800s old. A rustle in the bushes settles at your eyes' track towards the movement. Was it a cameraman for the show? Maybe. There's a definite lingering shadow in the back of your mind, telling you the figure in your periphery was a man. You can't pull up the image, but the feeling is as unshakable as it is unsettling.
Yikes.
You got 2 choices. 1, it's getting dark. You don't want to be late. Time to head inside the house. Or 2, if he's filming you, he won't go far. Go look inside the woodshed and find out.
Well, I think I'm a little bit more of a scaredy cat, so I think I'm probably going to head inside because I'm not going to check that fucking shed. You kidding me? I'm not about to die right now.
I know, and you had a certain timeline you had to be there, so it makes sense. All right, over the threshold. You walk the path leading onto the front porch, climb the steps, and continue right up to the front door. The door is black with bronze trim. The bronze has aged smoothness to it, with a sheen that's accented by grim in the creases, but has evidently been regularly, or at least recently, polished. The wood itself doesn't appear painted like the natural grain in deep obsidian. Perhaps it's been charred. While the bronze glows, the wood absorbs all the light, like an entrance to a cave. There's a heavy door knocker in the shape of a wolf or a hound, holding a ring in its mouth. It's a fearsome beast, but you reach out to knock anyway. The bronze ring groans as you lift, giving the impression of a low growl from the guard dog. But when you lower the ring to knock, the door simply pushes open.
Damn.
You cautiously head inside, and as the wind picks up behind you, a few leaves in the house follow you into the house, and you instinctively turn to close the door to stop the breeze. The door closes. The wind stops and there's a slight electronic whir as the door seals and locks itself. A keypad next to the door flashes armed. This is
Jesus.
it. You've sealed yourself in and you realize the game has begun. It's sunset, night 1. You'll need to spend 3 nights here, after which you'll have 1 and will be permitted to leave. Time to get comfortable. Wait! With a sudden flash of panic, you realize you've left your suitcase in the car.
No!
You were so taken by the house, you completely forgot to bring it with you. You mutter a curse, grimacing at your own foolishness. Welcome home, a man says in a posh British accent. When you turn, you expect to see a butler waiting in the entry, but you're still alone. The hairs stand up on the back of your neck. It's a wide open entryway with nowhere to hide, but the voice sounded so close. What now?
Oh, God.
2 choices. 1, step forward and say, hello, is someone there? Or 2, say nothing, step forward into the house to get a better look.
Well, of course, I gotta be, like, polite, so I gotta say hello.
You're very much a hello person.
Hello!
Hello, who's there?
Who's there?
Alright, let's do it.
Are you hot?
I
You're
don't know.
British,
It's
so
British.
he's already 50% of the way there.
Right? Alright, it says, welcome home. Hello, is there someone there, you ask, stepping further into the house. Here you find a suitcase to your immediate left. This is not the centerpiece of the room, as you might have imagined in a historic manner, but rather almost shoved to the side as if it was hidden. The stairs wrap the periphery of the foyer. That sounds like favorite word, periphery. Have you
Periphery?
noticed I've said
Yeah,
that like
he said that
5
a
times
bunch,
at
yeah.
least? Anyway, sorry. The stairs wrap the periphery of the foyer, climbing up and circling out of view behind the large chandelier overhead. There's a door beneath the stairs kept closed. You're here, of course, and we're so glad that you've arrived. The British voice replies cheerfully from nowhere, from everywhere.
Everywhere, everything all at once, or what?
It's talking to you, girl. You said, who's glad? Who are you? A house where a ghost greets you the instant you walk inside would certainly qualify as severely haunted.
I think that's hospitality, personally.
You know what? I think they're just kind ghosts.
I think
so. And if you're going to spend 3 nights here, you figure there's no point in being shy. It was a disembodied voice with no physical presence, so you assume it's not the butler. And you'd be wrong, mostly. Why? I'm Hermes, your personal assistant. Welcome home. Now the voice comes from straight ahead. You pass beneath the foyer chandelier, through an open floor plan walkway into the kitchen. To the right is a pair of sliding pocket doors, currently open to reveal a den with a fireplace, built-in bookshelves, and leather furniture. The room is larger than what you can make out from here. I'm glad to see you're not coy. With the last owner I had to make sure a dreadful effort. You said, oh, I'm not the owner. I'm here to, The ghost said, let's not get cut up on titles, I learned your schedule and preferences soon enough.
Whoa.
Stepping through to the kitchen, you're greeted with a surprising sight. Everything is modern, sleek, and updated. The kitchen is large but strange. Gadgets line the counter, many of which you can't even be sure of their function. It's all very new and possibly even befitting a prototype model home. Looking about the kitchen, you step towards the gas range just as a burner ignites. You step back as the cabinet from above opens, and a pan swoops down with electronic whirring. The pan is set atop the burner by a thin mechanical arm, the source of which resides inside the cabinet and folds itself into place as the door closes. Dinner shall be ready, the British man says. I can summon you from the den if you'd like to help yourself to the bar. Shall I set a fire? The refrigerator door cracks open, sending a cold blast of air your way. 3 choices. You ready?
Oh, shit.
1. Explore the house a bit before heading to the den. 2. Stay and watch it cook dinner, even if you might be in the splash zone. Or 3. Go straight to the den for a cocktail.
Wow.
What you picking?
Listen, as a 23-year-old man, who's enjoying himself and figuring himself out.
Right.
I think option 3, go to the lounge for a cocktail, sounds very enticing.
Yeah, I would not doubt. That's definitely what I was.
Yeah.
Give me a
I'm
drink
glad.
if I'm staying here.
Yeah,
all night,
exactly.
you know?
I need to be a little messed up if I'm going to be staying in this house, you know?
You're not wrong. All right. Shaken, not stirred.
Ooh.
The den opens into a larger room once you pass through the sliding doors. There are a pair of large windows with beautifully molded arched recesses set into the wall, which look out the front side of the house. You cast a glance towards your car, but darkness has already overtaken this remote area and you can't see anything.
Mm.
The glass is old and hand-blown, which further distorts your vision. There are no streetlights, and the tall trees blot out the stars and moon. There's a glinting reflection that might be your car's windshield, and you tilt your head to see if a new angle helps. As you do so, the reflection distorts like someone stepping across the glinting light. It's quick, then it's gone. Oh, good. You repeat the motion, but the effect does not repeat. You can't make anything out. Nothing but the dark abyss staring back at you. Shifting your focus back inside the room, there's a fainting couch beneath one window, and a recliner in the corner past the second window, nearest a bookshelf and reading lamp. The center of the room holds a love seat and sofa centered on the fireplace. It's a recent gas model of decent size, but not overly large, and is presently without flame. Based on the position of the house, the fireplace must abut against the rear of the kitchen. Perhaps they share gas connection lines? Continuing the modernization. That's hard to read when you're drunk.
We're not drunk, what?
Not at all.
I'm not as think as you drunk I am.
Anyway, continuing the modernization of the house, a television is mounted above the mantel. On either side of the fireplace, the walls extend into deep built-in bookshelves, leading to the recliner on the front side by the second window. The opposite corner, nearest the interior, features a full bar. There you go. At least that could help settle your nerves before bedtime. If the producers of the show are going to put you through some kind of nightmarish theme park haunting experience, there's little reason to go on a ride sober. Then again, you may want your wits about you. On the coffee table in the center of the house, there's a large scrapbook entitled A History of the Tansky House. Well, 2 choices. 1, see what's in the scrapbook. It was obviously left out. They want you to read it. Or 2, no ghost stories yet. Make yourself a drink and kill time while waiting for dinner. These are both intriguing.
Well, see, I mean, a good cocktail always goes good with dinner.
You're not wrong.
I mean, while the scrapbook does sound enticing, especially if I'm in this place alone, I'm like, I might as well enjoy it. So I think I'm going to go the cocktail route.
I got you. All right.
He sounds like an alcoholic.
Not even. I hope I went to the right page. A passage of time. The bar is fully stocked. Everything you need for a Bloody Mary, dark and stormy, snake bite, or a zombie is set out before you. Ooh,
That's
these
a
are all
little
drinks.
Yeah, well, a Bloody Mary. Yeah,
Well,
of
Bloody
course.
Mary. Have you had a dark and stormy?
Or neither a snake
Or
bite.
snake bite or a zombie? I didn't even know those were drinks. I'm
In
shook.
your head. The cranberries. Anyways.
After picking your poison, you take your glass and look to the bookshelves. An odd assortment of volumes reside on these shelves. You make a mental note to check them out in more detail later. For now, you walk along their length, browsing. The twin built-ins are separated by the fireplace. As you pass, you feel a draft coming from somewhere on the wall. The fume left open? Or worse, a crack in the gas mechanisms? You sniff, but smell nothing.
Sniff and scratch, baby.
That's
I'm just
right.
kidding.
Atop the fireplace mantel are several lace doily patterns laid out to cover the length of it. Something about the needlework is strongly evocative of a spiderweb. Not an outright Halloween decoration, but the impression is unshakable. Beneath the lacework, letters have been carved into the wood, which these fabrics were covering. You slide them back to reveal a sinisterly etched message. Dennis lived in evil as the devil sinned. Once again, Dennis lived as a devil sinned.
Whoa.
These letters are oddly mirror images of one another in the manic hand-carved scrawl. They're deep, rough gouges in the wood, and you run your fingers over the letters to see if they've smoothed with time. The mirroring was intentional. It's a palindrome, you realize. At this very second, the fireplace roars to life. The unexpected plume of light and heat sets your heart racing, and you instinctively jump back, drink sloshing over the edges of your glass. You take a moment to compose yourself as well as a long gulp from your drink. You remind yourself, there's an automated assistant at work, and everything here could have been planned just for television.
Of course.
Still, if this was truly a severely haunted house, something could have been upset by your disturbing that doily covering. It feels like the producers have set up the perfect catch-22. If you're someone who's a non-believer, you could write off truly paranormal activity as pyrotechnic effects. Or if you're overly prone to assigning agency to seemingly random effects, you'll find something sinister in every situation. How can you ever know what to believe in this house? Dinner is served, the British voice says. If you'd like to come through the dining room, a note has been left for you. Not much choice here.
Oh, no.
The note it says, head into the dining room to see what else has been cooked up for you.
Oh,
There's
God.
No choice.
It's going to be my head. I guarantee you.
You're going to the dining room. The offering.
Holy shit.
Realizing you're not quite sure where the dining room is, you head back towards the kitchen. How do I get to the dining room? You ask aloud. I take the hallway. Had I legs, Hermes replies. Well, that's helpful, but the food was being cooked by an automaton, so it can't have traveled far. Indeed, there is a turnoff just to the left of the kitchen entrance that you hadn't noticed when you first walked in to meet the strained, disembodied voice who now summons you to dinner. The turnoff leads down the hall, and there's a sweet, smoky fragrance as you enter the corridor. Not quite food-related, but more akin to pipe tobacco. The smell dissipates quickly as you continue, like it would if you had only briefly passed by a smoker's lounge. The hallway wraps clockwise and the edge of the kitchen... The hallway wraps clockwise or around the edge of the kitchen and leads into a dining room. You're somewhat disoriented by the house, but you reason that you're now inside an opposite wing to that of the den. The open space between the two on your mental map must be a behind-the-scenes connection that involves the kitchen somehow. Perhaps that explains how a hot meal was delivered to the dining table without any evidence of who or what placed it there. You remember the slight metal arm that held the skillet in the kitchen and look around the periphery of the dining room in hopes of catching sight of a similar mechanism here. But if such a device exists in the dining room, it's seamless and invisible. Instead, you're greeted by a long antique table, great enough to seat an entire dinner party. The dining room itself is large and open with a buffet and china cabinet on opposing walls. A single place set at one head of the table, and a large portrait of Sheriff Tansky on the opposite wall. Looks like he'll be the only one joining you for supper. Everything is set out according to etiquette. Extra plates, glasses, etc. A full spread. Your meal is covered with a warming dome, waiting for you to have a seat and begin. A glass of red wine is poured, and there's a small printed note on the stationery next to the plate. It's a form of postcard, like the one delivered to your house earlier today. Just to be sure, you take the folded note from your pocket to compare. They're exactly the same.
Dang.
Right down to the way the typography is pressed onto the stock card. This note reads, have a seat, raise a glass to the progenitor of the house and say the following words. I present myself as offering. Once you have completed the toast, the clock starts. Well, that's ominous, but it should make for good TV. Sheriff Tansky's door countenance stares at you, perpetually angry. The colors are bright and vibrant, no cracking in the oils. The paint is so fresh it could still be drying. The man in the picture must be the original owner of the house and is likely his seat at the head of the table that you're now meant to occupy. He doesn't seem too pleased with this development. Taking a seat, you claim the wine glass and prepare to say the words, telling yourself it's just a catchphrase for show. Besides, you can't win the game if you don't play by the rules. It's a simple task, really. You look around, but you're not sure where the cameras might be hidden, where you should look around while you say the toast. With a deep breath, you hold the glass high and address the portrait of Sheriff Tansky. You know what he said again? You want to say it? All right, Ethan, you have to say, I present myself as offering. Say it.
I present myself as offering.
You say, hamming it up as an overcompensation for your nerves.
Oh, yeah?
He presented himself.
I am presenting.
That's so funny. All right. This moment will likely make the marketing campaigns. It could as like a trailer. See, Ethan, I present myself as offering.
Forget tribute. We're past that.
We're over this.
We're offering.
That's so funny. Alright, it could even be on the intro that plays before each episode. And overall, you feel like you nailed it. To celebrate, you finish the gesture with a long drink from the wine glass. It's a nice, full and body dry red. Moreover, this feels like you're toasting to your future success. It's hard not to smile at the thought of $1 million for a 3-night staycation. Mm-hmm. You lift your silver dome atop the food, and a plume of steam rises to greet you. Once the vapor dissipates, you get a good look at the plate. Hope you like red meat, because there before you is the bloodiest steak you've ever seen.
Oh, it's raw.
It's straight raw. Sorry, it's rare. I'm just kidding.
Raw.
The juices pool out towards the sides. Roasted fingerling potatoes, a buttered ear of corn, and grilled artichoke hearts. Stealing another glance up to Sheriff Tansky, you see now the lawman's glare has softened, ever so slightly. Wine has made many an insufferable man more tolerable, and you tell yourself it's just your imagination. But he seems pleased that you made your toast, and now that you've uncovered the meal, he looks hungry. I'll clear up later, Hermes says after dinner. For now, you want to head upstairs. Lights out at 9 p.m. Breakfast served bright and early. There are 2 bedrooms for you to choose from. Both are quite comfortable, and I have a water closet and suite. The last owners of the house chose to sleep separately, so there are 2 master bedrooms, in a sense. The Madonna room, where the madams sleep.
Madonna
room.
Oh my god.
And the Navy room, where the master would retire. Do let me know where you've chosen your final resting place.
Oh my god, I don't like that.
Do I get to see them first, you ask? Of course! You'll find everything ready for you presently. The Navy room will be to your left as you head upstairs, while the Madonna room will be straight ahead on the northeast face.
This guy is definitely a sweepstakes person. I totally see him Vanna Whiting the shit out of this. Oh, you get your freaking destination of a lifetime, the Madonna room. I see it. It's a 3-night stay in the beautiful, luxurious room.
He's trying too hard.
Yes.
So
anyways.
You're good. Well, the Madonna room will be straight ahead on the northeast face. The help is meant to stay down here. The living quarters are for family only, so I'll offer my good night presently. Unless there's anything else you need before turning in? ? Hermes leaves it open like a question. You hesitate, failing to think of anything you might need, so he continues. Excellent. Both rooms are perfectly adequate, rest assured. Only you should know, Madame was a sensitive woman and felt her bedroom was the only place where the spirits in the house will let her rest. Whereas the master of the house was a more practical man and found the comfort and security of his own room were paramount to a good night's sleep. I see, you say. You'll have plenty of time to explore the house on the whole after breakfast, so I recommend an early evening. You'll find fresh towels in the en-suite, a spare duvet in the armoire, and a deadbolt lock installed in the door. Find your room quickly, lights out at 9 o'clock, and do sleep well. With that, the dining room is silent once more. An early evening sound finds with you if you're meant to stay here for 3 nights. Running out the clock is a perfectly acceptable strategy towards $1 million prize. The offering website mentioned tasks, but you've only had one thus far in the form of the toast. Perhaps you'll find another printed note for you by the bedside table. As you rise from your seat, the chair slides back on the hardwood floor, and you take your leave. Your footfalls echo in the quiet hallway leading away from the dining room, past the kitchen, out to the entryway once more. In the corner between the closed door and the staircase, there's a hall tree featuring a grandfather clock and a small stand. Upon the stand, you see a realtor's business card and a brochure on this house listing. The grandfather clock reads just past 8 p.m. 2 choices. Go take a closer look at the clock and brochure, or leave exploring for tomorrow and head upstairs.
You know what? I am kind of sleepy. I feel like maybe I should just go upstairs.
Go upstairs. All right, let's see. Upstairs. You grab hold of the ornately carved wooden railing and start upstairs. Once you've climbed a half dozen steps, you're about to turn onto the first landing when you hear a creaking from behind. Looks like someone else is coming up the stairs. You pause, and a moment later, so too the echo pauses. It must be the wooden floorboards settling, you rationalize. From the first landing, you get a better look at the chandelier that hangs in the foyer. In addition to the dangling crystal, there are 10 candlelight stations that once literally held candles, newly upgraded to electric candlelights. You can imagine the task in a different era. A servant igniting the display using an acolyte's lighter. A bell snuffer on the backside used to extinguish the candles at 9 o'clock for lights out. Another footstep creaks below. You turn and scan the empty staircase for a moment more, then head up towards the second floor. After your own creaking steps begin anew, so too does their echoes. You pause, and the phantom footfalls also stop an instant later, as if testing to make sure it's just a repetition of your own movement. You take 2 deliberately heavy strides and pause again. One creaking reverberation, then another, then a third. An involuntarily shiver runs down your spine as the extra step, and you quickly continue up the stairs. The phantom follows, growing faster in the cadence. You speed your pace, but so too does your pursuer. Faster and faster until you reach the upper floor and stride up the staircase. You spin around as the echoing footsteps race up after you. Just as they would reach you, the ethereal doppelganger stops. Not following onto the hardwood hallway of the upper level, you back away at a few more paces distance from your stairs, realizing you've started breathing heavier. The wood creaks beneath your steps, but does not echo. Letting out a sigh, you look around. Let out a sigh. Let out a sigh. There you go. Sharing the second floor landing, there's a grand piano which would sit above the den. Behind it, there are turreted windows which would offer stunning panoramic views of the grounds from the piano benches in the light of day. Another window floats near the chandelier, but is inaccessible due to the drop down below. Opposite, there is a hallway on the other side of the stairwell banister. There are 2 rooms, one with a single closed door, very much like the one below the stairs, while the other has a plantation-style set of double doors. Further left, the hallway continues out of view, and around the corner to the right, there's another stairwell leading further up into the house. Beneath these stairs, there's a small door, only about 3 feet high. Then the hall continues to another doorway, which is open, but dark inside. Where to? I mean, I wish I could say you can do another choice, but I think
that's gonna be where we're gonna have to end it, though.
Fine, yeah. Man, you survived that whole time. You just were examining the whole house.
I was just examining. I was just very curious. I think that's what we should do, you know?
That's right. I mean, that's intriguing. I'd love to. I'll leave this book
I want
for
to,
you.
yeah.
I'll leave it here. I'll make it a little
dog ear. Oh no, not in the book.
It's ours anyway.
That's right.
But that's intriguing. So this house is freaking haunted. I wonder what's chasing you, because there's something there.
Something is obviously following me, and what I love is that I'm like so like ambiguous to this. I mean, in real life, I feel like I'd be like very like, what the fuck is this? But like, I'm just like, we'll shrug it off. Like, let's just keep going.
$1 million.
$1 million. That's all I need. Yeah, I don't need to worry about anything.
That is funny, but I feel like that one's gonna be a lot scarier the further you go.
Dude, I know. I'm like, this cover looks scary. I'm like, ooh.
I mean, just with like, I got spooked when I saw that like people were chasing me up the stairs. I was like,
Meanwhile, I'm like, it's fine. It's a typical Tuesday night, you know? She's listening to the kind of music that he doesn't like.
I don't know, you and whatever Tanskis lived in the house, so you're screwed, but...
You know what, the Tanskis sound like good people. You know what, they're probably Jewish, you know? We can get along just fine. It's fine, I got this.
You know what? I think so. Be with Ethan during a haunted house, and be with me during a zombie apocalypse. You're set for life,
dude. Yeah,
we made great choices.
We survived. Gosh,
We did for like a whole 40 minutes. It's pretty.
That's
solid.
pretty impressive. I would say so.
I agree.
Also, I learned that Pam can like navigate or like read a whole book. I would listen to an audio tape of you, honestly.
Thank you. I love reading, but I definitely am like intrigued. But it was difficult. I will say in this one, it was hard to like.
There was a lot of reading.
Like,
I would see you open another part, and I was like, "Fuck! I should have chosen the one that would be short."
And that's like the end. You're dead. No.
I was kept waiting. I was like, I didn't see the end. I didn't see a little.
Well, so I like flipping through to get to like the page you chose. Like I saw like the ends all over. So like you must have made the choices to avoid dying. So
well, I don't have my fucking suitcase. So like, what the fuck am I gonna do?
I cannot believe you forgot the suitcase. SMH.
Well, I mean, if I would have just gone into the house, this is what always happens. I get distracted and then I forget the important shit. So.
I wonder if you would have remembered the suitcase if you had just gone in. That's intriguing.
That's a story for another day.
Yeah, takeaways from this is definitely any haunted house I'm going with Ethan. He's going to be the leader. So if
we're going to go to Moriarty to McCall's pumpkin patch? Is that what I'm hearing?
I guess so, but you're going first.
Fuck you.
You die first, I'll run the opposite way.
Oh, so you're a runner. I'm the person who stays and fights. Okay,
no,
we're learning.
I'm a runner. You're the fight, I'm the flight, for sure.
Fight and the flight. Okay. Well, we got variety. That's important. But yeah, so that was really cool. I think, obviously, go check out James Chenep. He makes some really cool books. I really enjoy the content that he produces.
Yes.
And all credit goes to him. Like, this was really incredible, and I'm really glad that we got to do this. And shout out to Pam for getting these books as well.
Hey-oh. No, I'm excited. So I'm going to give Ethan this book, and you'll have to ask both of us later on.
How we did. Did we do it? Did we do it?
We'll just make a commitment. We'll have to finish it up, like figure out if we survive or not. I'm going to do it myself. You do it for you?
Yes.
Sounds good.
Well, kind of wrapping up the episode then, though. I want to hear, Pam. I had a lot of rants this week. I was really it was hard to like kind of narrow it down what I wanted to rant about. But I am very curious. She did write down something here that I'm intrigued about. So I think you should start out first. So I want to hear about your rant this week.
So what I wrote down was fucking contacts. Some of you may know, some of you may not. I've had glasses since I was in second grade. So I've always been kind of blind. But I had glasses for a long time in my life until about freshman or sophomore year of high school is when I started getting into contacts. And honestly, that was like the best thing for me, the best thing for like my self-esteem and everything. Because like,
I love that.
As much as people like, for some people like glasses are the way to go. For me, I'm very much a contacts person. It makes me feel more comfortable in myself and everything. But as you get older, money is stretched thinner, and so contacts aren't cheap. So, I realized the other day I hadn't been to my eye doctor in a second, so I was trying to order another set of contacts, and they're like, "Oh, sorry, you have to have an appointment with us before we can give you more contacts." Oh
my god!
And then they were like, "But we'll give you like a sample pair before you have the appointment." And it was like a month later, and that's how long my contacts are. I was like, "Okay, sure, I'll take the sample." Drive by, pick up the sample, and for like a week, it worked out great. My contacts worked as they should. And then the other day, I wake up and I do my routine and I go in to put in my contacts and I'm looking and one of my contacts looks split, completely split. And I'm like, it must just be my eyes.
Yeah, exactly.
Tricking me, right?
You got 20/50 vision. Like, what else do you expect?
Yeah,
like
25,000. Like,
yeah,
right?
Exactly.
So good. But like, I pull out the contact on my finger, and no joke, my contact is split.
No way.
Entirely halfway through, and I am livid because my eye appointment isn't for another couple of weeks, and this is my only pair of contacts.
No. Oh, so this is why you're donning the glasses today. Okay.
I'm so frustrated because, like, my contacts last for about a month, but I split my contacts within a week.
Oh.
And I'm like,
Those are some powerful eyes, folks. I mean,
I don't know what
they
happened.
could pierce through anything.
You know what?
Oh,
Maybe.
yum.
I have such intense stares. But,
Ooh.
like, I'm just so frustrated because I love contacts. It's giving me a lot of confidence. But, like, why are they so easy to rip? Why is it that, like, you know, I look one way and I blink and all of a sudden my contacts flipped inside my eye and it hurts. I'm like, I need to put it back where it's normally supposed to be. It's a struggle. I'm just so frustrated because now, like Ethan said, I'm donning these glasses looks and I have to wear them.
It's cute.
Oh, thanks. You're so
She can
sweet.
rock it.
But I have to wear them for another 2 weeks, and I'm not happy about it because, like, I ripped my contacts, and I'm so mad.
Like SpongeBob, she ripped her pants.
Her pants, exactly.
Oh, just kidding.
But now it's my contacts. But, like, sorry, that's my frustration this week.
Babe. But
It's all good.
she's beautiful. She can rock anything, so I'm not entirely stressed about it.
I'm not either, but still stressful.
Oh my gosh.
What about you, Ethan? I want to hear your rant.
Ooh, do you really? Okay.
Oh, of course I do.
So, all right.
All right.
I don't know if I've ever told you this, Pam,
All right, let's hear it.
but I'm allergic to pussy in every way that you can be. So,
Okay, maybe I knew that, but what are you talking about?
So, here I have like throughout my life watched a lot of pets, right?
Right.
I've watched fish, I've watched cats, horses,
Dogs. Yeah.
Like, you know, I'm a house sitter. Like, that's typically the thing that I do.
That's a good pastime.
It's a good pastime, you know, some passive income. It's good, right?
Right.
So, anyways, what my rant about this week is fucking cats, the pussy, right? So, there has been some cats in my life that are sweet, like they cuddle up on me. It's kind of like a child, right? Like I might not want children in this moment, but it's sweet when they like kind of like
are super sweet to
you.
Yeah.
So like I enjoy that. But I have had some demon fucking cats in my life.
You're kidding.
And no, I'm not kidding, Pam. This you know, like I get it, they are nocturnal creatures, like they have like their own little like life and timeline.
Yeah.
But when I hear 3 a.m, something that sounds like a fucking ghost coming from the hallway, like someone is being murdered, and I wake up and I'm like fucking terrified that like somebody is dead in my apartment.
Oh no!
It is horrible. It is terrifying, and you know it's not fun walking by your bed and your feet are being pawed at by some little creature, and you feel like you're a fucking like prisoner in your own home. It's not great. And when this cat runs out the fucking door and runs down the stairs and you're chasing after it, not a great time.
Oh, no.
But, you know, it's interesting, the feline community. I feel like in some capacities I relate. I feel like I have like the characteristics of a cat. But at the same time, fuck cats. Fuck them. I'm allergic to them. They make me puff up. If I like rub my nose at all, I start sneezing. It's just not a fun experience. Like, why are cats like this? Why can't they just be adorable creatures that I can love and hold and caress? And you know what? They will fucking eat you, right? Like, if you die, the cat will fucking eat you. A dog does not. The dog will mourn your death. It will set up like a fucking funeral. Meanwhile, this cat is like putting the like napkin around its neck and is like, fuck yes, I've been waiting for this moment. So I'm just like, demons. Cats are fucking demons.
I mean, that's probably what was following you behind the stairs.
I think it was a cat. Literally, I was like, this fucking bitch is a cat. I'm like, god damn it, I'm gonna die to a cat because that is my destiny.
That is so funny. I haven't had much experience with cats, I'll say, but the ones I've known have very distinct personalities. So
very, very, very.
I get you.
Yeah.
Cats are wild.
So that's my rant.
I love it.
But yeah,
well,
so
thank you all for joining us on this tipsy episode.
Dude, yeah, this was like tipsy as fuck. Honestly, like I like looked down at a certain point during this episode. I had to go to the restroom, and like you know when you look in the mirror sometimes and you're like, I'm not drunk. I felt like I was doing that shit. I looked at me. I was like,
I'm fine.
I was like, game face, Ethan. We are not drunk right now. We got this. And that's how you know you're drunk. So anyways,
true.
so thank you for joining us. Of course, follow us on social media. We go off podcast on Instagram. Leave a like and review wherever you listen to your podcast because it really gives us more exposure. It's always a great time. And honestly, we like to see what you guys have to say.
Right.
So
we will see you guys next week when
we go off. Bye, guys.